calling. Leave your name and number, and I will return your call as soon as possible. Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to get a hold of an Eric Maloy.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Maloy, this is Eric Doing at the Van Police Department. How can I help you, sir?
Oh, sir, I'm so happy to hear your voice. I'm a nervous wreck. I'm Councilman 3 on the City Council in Hawkins, and I know you're busy and got time to talk, but I do appreciate calling back because I'm a nervous wreck. Our interim police chief, Eric Maloy, is at the Wood County dealing with that. He had to do a report all last Monday until Tuesday till 4 o'clock in the morning because we had a murder across the street from a shop in Hawkins. 2 months ago when that guy shot that, the other guy that was messing around with his baby.
Yes,
I know you probably seen that on the news. But to long story short, so I got to ask you a question. We have a guy that's trying to stir up trouble in our city, which we already have. I know you've seen the news about the last 2 or 3 months about our mayor. Have you seen the news?
Yes, yeah. I have.
Well, it's sad. It's very sad because when you fire a detective and 2 police officers, we had top-notch police officers with nothing written up in their files, and it's against the law to fire.
Don't send Toby away. Toby be good for your hand, boss.
You can stay.
Toby, stay. Toby, stay.
The officer, when someone gets stopped that doesn't have a driver's license, that hadn't had a driver's license since 2009, because I don't know how they're even able to survive on owing $76,000 in back child support in a state where they have a driver's license. And that was one of her friends, that's our internet tycoon dude, the Todd Eddington Associates. It's a fake law firm that stirs up all kinds of problems. He's been stirring problems since 2010 with our police department. And anyway, cut long story short, this Michael Jarrett's running, and Todd's a lowlife, doesn't work, sells drugs, and he's just a low-life guy. And so Michael Jarrett, he running around with him, he has to be the same category. But I was told that Michael Jarrett stirs up trouble with the city council in Van, like Todd does over here, and now they're buddies. So Michael Jarrett made a report. Our police chief, interim police chief, does a wonderful job trying to stay in office and do everything else.
Yes, sir.
His daughter almost died. His daughter almost died last week, and the mayor knew he was off because he contacted the sheriff department and said, because we only got 1 cop now, and we need more because the businesses, the restaurants, the Brookshire's, the dollar store, the bank, Sonic, gas stations, I'm a business. Everybody's complaining, acting like I'm supposed to be getting the police back. We're supposed to have the police. A police chief, 2 officers are supposed to be getting interviewed to get hired on tonight's meeting, but instead of that, we got removal and fire Eric Maloy, and you can't fire a police officer. This Michael Jarrett made a complaint saying he couldn't get hold of you on telephone. Well, his phone got messed up Tuesday or Wednesday. He didn't get his phone fixed till Wednesday. The police phone got broke. A cell phone or whatever, something was wrong with it. Anyway,
yes,
long story short, the sheriff's department knew, the mayor knew. Eric's got all that paperwork. Like I said, he's at the courthouse and equipment over this guy that got shot. We had a guy got shot about 2 months ago. The grand jury's doing that. He has to be in there because he was the first officer who got on the scene, which I'm the one that called him, matter of fact. He got there like an hour, 1 minute and 15 seconds after I called him, which is pretty quick response time. But tell long story short, I'm trying to find out something because I'm having businesses and other individuals saying, well, you need to do a little research about this Michael Jarrett guy when you go to the meeting tonight because they say he's a pretty bad character. And they said, you need to know a little bit about him where you can take, help take that for our police chief. But do you know anything about this guy stirring up trouble with the city council meetings in Van?
So I personally do not. However,
okay,
to keep in mind, though, that I live underneath a rock. I do not have social media.
Okay.
So I have been told, though, that he does stir things up on social media. But as far as having any kind of issues with him at a city council meeting, no, I've never experienced that.
Oh, okay. So he don't go to city council meetings. He just stirs up stuff about. Does he stir up stuff about police?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's all I need to know. Approximately how long has he been doing that? I'm not using. How long do you think he's been stirring up troubles with making comments about the police? So I'm bringing it up tonight in our meeting.
Like I said, me personally, I don't know, because most of it's done on social media,
Right.
and I don't do social media at all. Now, I have been told that he has stirred up things with our previous police chief, which was Melissa Davis.
It was an oversight, but I did not. It was an oversight, but I did not read that search warrant. We should not.
Okay.
And she now works for Van Zandt County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
So you might be able to call her.
County 601.
Hang on, I'm sorry. It's 601 County. I'm on that public service. Go ahead.
I have an alarm call whenever you're free.
Definitely. I'll call you back here in just a minute. But like I was saying, Melissa Davis is or was the previous chief of police here, and I remember her saying that he started up a whole bunch of stuff with her.
Okay, great. Sir, how long have you been the police chief?
Since October.
Okay. Well, sir, I appreciate it. This is enough. That's all I need to know. Just it shows that he's still trouble with the police and that's good enough for me to make a good statement.
Okay. Well,
I want to. Go ahead.
Before you try to make any kind of statement, I mean, don't make a statement that's gonna put me out there, if you don't mind.
So I'm not doing that, and I'm not saying your name or anything. Okay. Well, the complaint is the gentleman's name is Michael Jarrett. Okay. I want everyone to raise your hand in here that knows that person.
Yup.
Okay. Don't make no comments. I just want to know. I don't know the guy, but I did do a good job tracing him out. I talked to Van Zandt County Sheriff Department. I talked to Van Zandt County. I contacted City Hall. I also talked to Van Zandt County Police Department. And believe it or not, they've had problems since 2023, approximately 2.5 years. They've had problems in the Van Zandt County and the Van Zandt County and the city of Van due to this guy stirring up trouble with city council and stirring up trouble with the citizens and stirring up trouble with the police and stirring up trouble with the fire department. Needless, I'm just saying, I want to tell you what I'm thinking about saying, and you tell me if you think that's good, because I'm HIP. I'm a drug and alcohol counselor for TJC. I go to prison. I know about HIP and everything. I want to say something similar to this, and you tell me if you think you're satisfied with that. I want to say, I don't know if anyone knows here or not, but this same Michael Jarrett that made this police report, false police report on our interim chief, has stirred up all kinds of problems in the city he lives in with the Van Zandt Police Department for a year, for way over a year. And that's all I'm going to say. I think is that pretty good?
Okay, well, I mean, like I said, I can't comment on him starting anything, because honestly, I have not experienced any of it.
Right.
If you would like to get a hold of Melissa Davis, she does work for Van Zandt County, the sheriff's office.
I'll call Van Zandt County and speak to her.
Okay, I mean, you probably get more. You might get more information out of her because she actually experienced it.
But I mean, it was an oversight, but I did not read that search warrant. We should not have gotten the search warrant.
Where I have not.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate that. I think that's a good. I think that's a good idea. I appreciate it, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Have a good day. Bye.
All right, bye.